Well, it's a great story, and I'm privileged to be a part of what God has done at Lenexa Baptist Church over these past 19 years that I've been pastor. I'm the founding pastor there, and we went the first 5 years without a building. We finally got a small little abandoned office building that we were in for about 7 years, and grew from about 80 people to running about 400 to 450. That's when we got in contact with LifeWay Architecture as we began to talk about relocating. And we got our first phase, moved over in 2001 and began to grow 600 or 700 people or so. And then we connected again for our second phase as LifeWay helped us with our Family Life Center, and now about to complete our third phase. And so they've helped us along the way progressively, and we've seen the church grow to about 2,200 in worship now, and over about 135,000 square feet of beautiful building that they've helped us design and helped us complete. We will complete our campus with this last building, but we've got a vision, and indeed we'll be building some other campuses in strategic areas of our city. And as soon as we begin the process of building a building there, we'll be on the phone with you all to have you come and lead us in the process. Sometimes when you find yourself in that position, unlike a lot of churches, you feel like then you need to build a building, but money's so tight, and so you find yourself looking for the cheapest way out. And if I've learned a lesson regarding dealing with just that whole idea of the best choice is the cheapest choice, it's just not so. We negotiated a deal with a local architect who was kind of taking us on as a second responsibility from a job that he had. He bid it low, and so we initially took the lowest bidder, and it ended up being a very costly mistake. We had a confidence from the very beginning that as we moved forward in the process, that you were working not only with us but for us, and the process would have a successful conclusion because we had confidence in your expertise, but also staying on the budget, the things that we talked about, and the whole relationship. And so if I were going to give any kind of advice to churches that are entering a building project, if some bid seems the lowest and you feel like you've got to make that decision because somebody has outbid someone else, step back and try to be a little more objective. The greatest decision is to have someone who cares about churches, who cares about churches succeeding, who understand church architecture, who have dealt with the multitude of challenges that any church has in building buildings. And so we enjoyed that expertise from LifeWay, and it has made the process is about as simplified and as easy as it could be. The master plan, which now seems eons ago, 10 or 12 years ago now when we first laid it out, and now to see it come to fruition has been an incredible thing. And so we know that if you stay anchored to the task, the vision is accomplishable, but it takes like-minded people working together in harmony, and that's been our relationship with LifeWay. Since we have been engaged in the last would be $17 million with LifeWay, we've stayed on budget, and things have been a lot smoother and easier than we were before. That's for sure. I'm a person who has high expectations, but the building already has far exceeded even what I dreamed that it would be, and so we're just anxious now to finally get in there to worship. But it's incredible. It's an incredible building.